The ordinary Wednesday afternoon took an unexpected turn for Linda as she retrieved the day's mail. Among the bills and catalogs, an unassuming envelope caught her eye, a plain white envelope with her name elegantly inscribed. Intrigued, she tore it open, revealing a letter and a legal document. "Dear Ms. Linda Harris," she read aloud, her voice trembling with disbelief. The letter, written in a tone both formal and mysterious, informed her that she was the sole heir to her parents' vast fortune, $500 million, to be precise. The enclosed legal document detailed the intricacies of the inheritance, leaving Linda in a state of shock. What is this? Are they serious? Linda muttered to herself, her mind racing with a million thoughts. She had always considered her parents to be comfortably well off, but the extent of their wealth had been deliberately shrouded in secrecy. That evening, Linda shared the unexpected news with her husband, Kirk, as they sat in the dimly lit living room. "Linda, this is incredible. We could do so much with this money," Kirk exclaimed, his eyes gleaming with excitement. Linda, however, felt a knot tightening in her stomach. "Kirk, it's a lot to process. I never knew my parents had this kind of wealth. I need time to think." But Kirk was already envisioning a lavish future. "Think about it, Linda. We could travel the world, live in luxury. This changes everything." Uneasy about the implications of this newfound wealth, Linda sighed, "Kirk, I need to understand what this means for us. It's not just about money. It's about our lives." Over the next few days, Linda grappled with the reality of her inheritance. She couldn't shake the feeling that this windfall carried a weight she wasn't prepared for. Little did she know, this revelation would be the catalyst for a series of events that would reshape her life in ways she never anticipated. The days following Linda's revelation were a whirlwind of emotions and expectations. The news of her $500 million inheritance spread like wildfire through her once ordinary life, transforming it into a chaotic battleground of conflicting desires. Kirk, fueled by the promise of opulence, became increasingly obsessed with the possibilities that lay ahead. One evening, he presented Linda with a set of blueprints for a luxurious duplex house, his eyes dancing with anticipation. "Linda, imagine our lives in this grand house. We could have everything we've ever dreamed of," Kirk declared, spreading the architectural plans across the kitchen table. Linda, feeling the weight of the decision bearing down on her, hesitated. "Kirk, we need to talk. This is moving too fast. I haven't even fully processed the inheritance, and you're already planning our future." Kirk's expression shifted, revealing impatience and frustration. "Linda, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We can't afford to waste time. Trust me, this is for the best." As the pressure mounted, Linda found herself caught in a web of conflicting emotions. Her in-laws, eager to share in the newfound wealth, arrived unannounced one weekend. In the cozy living room, tension thickened the air. "Linda, dear, we've been thinking. With all this money, we could start a family business, something that will benefit us all," Kirk's mother suggested, her eyes gleaming with a mix of excitement and greed. Linda, trying to maintain her composure, responded carefully, "I appreciate your thoughts, but I need time to decide what's best for Olivia and me. This isn't just about money. It's about our lives." Kirk's father chimed in, "Linda, you're family now. We just want what's best for everyone. Don't you want to provide a better life for Olivia?" Feeling cornered, Linda glanced at Olivia, who observed the tense exchange with a furrowed brow. "Mom, we should do what's right for us, not just what others want," Olivia whispered, offering a glimpse of wisdom beyond her years. The room fell into an uneasy silence, the weight of expectation and diverging desires hanging thick in the air. Little did Linda know, This pressure was only the beginning of a tumultuous journey that would test her resolve and reshape her understanding of family and wealth. The pressure to conform to Kirk's grand plans and the expectations of her in-laws weighed heavily on Linda. As the days passed, she found herself retreating into moments of solitude, seeking clarity amidst the chaos. One evening, Linda and Kirk sat in the dimly lit living room, the air heavy with unspoken tension. Kirk, impatient and eager for a decision, broached the topic once again. "Linda, we can't keep putting this off. The inheritance is a blessing, and we need to act on it. Let's move forward with the plans. I've already started discussing the business venture with my friend," Kirk declared, his eyes fixed on the future he envisioned. Linda took a deep breath, summoning the courage to speak her truth. "Kirk, I've been doing a lot of thinking. This isn't the life I want. I didn't ask for this money, and I certainly didn't ask for a future that's been decided without my input." Kirk's face contorted with disbelief. "What are you saying, Linda? This is an opportunity of a lifetime. You can't just walk away from it." But Linda, fortified by her newfound resolve, responded, "I can, Kirk. I won't let this inheritance dictate the course of our lives. I want to build a future that aligns with my values, not one dictated by wealth." As the conversation escalated into a heated exchange, Linda realized that the life she desired stood in stark contrast to the one Kirk envisioned. The decision to break free from the constraints of expectations became clear. In a subsequent meeting with her lawyer, Linda discussed the steps to initiate the divorce proceedings. The lawyer, a seasoned professional named Mr. Anderson, provided guidance and reassurance. "Ms. Harris, divorces can be challenging, especially when substantial assets are involved. But your case is strong. It's evident that your desire for autonomy and a life true to your values takes precedence," Mr. Anderson explained, his voice a steady anchor in the storm of Linda's emotions. Linda, feeling the weight of her decision, nodded. "I need to do this for Olivia and for myself. I won't let the inheritance become a chain that binds me to a life I never wanted." As Linda took the first steps toward emancipation, she knew that breaking free wouldn't be easy, but it was a necessary journey to reclaim her agency and chart a course aligned with her authentic self. The decision to divorce Kirk and assert control over her life brought Linda to a critical juncture. As the legal proceedings unfolded, tensions between Linda and Kirk reached a boiling point, culminating in a confrontational meeting. In the lawyer's office, Linda faced Kirk across a polished wooden table. Mr. Anderson, a seasoned divorce attorney, mediated the tense exchange. "I can't believe you're doing this, Linda," Kirk exclaimed, his voice a blend of anger and disbelief. "We were supposed to build a life together with the inheritance. You can't just take it all for yourself." Linda, maintaining her composure, responded, "Kirk, this isn't about taking everything. It's about reclaiming my life and making decisions that align with my values. We both deserve a chance to build the futures we want." Mr. Anderson interjected, "Let's keep the discussion focused on the legal aspects. Ms. Harris is entitled to her share of the inheritance and will ensure a fair division of assets." As the legalities were discussed, emotions flared. Kirk, frustrated by the impending divorce and the perceived loss of wealth, lashed out, "You were always too cautious, Linda. Now you're ruining everything because of some misguided sense of independence." Linda, firm in her resolve, replied, "This is not about caution. It's about authenticity. I won't let money dictate my happiness. I want a life that's true to who I am, not one built on the expectations of others." The confrontation highlighted the deep-seated differences in Linda and Kirk's visions for their lives. The room echoed with the clashing of desires, and Mr. Anderson worked diligently to keep the legal proceedings on track. As the meeting concluded, Linda felt a mix of emotions: relief, uncertainty, and a newfound sense of empowerment. The decision to confront Kirk and navigate the complexities of divorce marked a pivotal moment in Linda's journey towards reclaiming her autonomy. Outside the lawyer's office, Olivia, who had been waiting with bated breath, approached her mother. "Mom, are you okay?" she asked, concern etched across her face. Linda, smiling through the turmoil, hugged Olivia tightly. "We're going to be okay, sweetheart. This is just a step towards the life we want." Little did Linda know, the road ahead would be challenging, but the confrontation marked the beginning of a path towards freedom and self-discovery. With the legal battle intensifying, Linda found solace and strength in the unwavering support of her daughter, Olivia. The bond between mother and daughter grew stronger as they faced the challenges ahead. One evening, as Linda sorted through legal documents at the kitchen table, Olivia approached, concern etched across her face. "Mom, I hate seeing you go through all this, but I'm here for you, no matter what." Linda smiled, grateful for Olivia's empathy. "Thank you, sweetheart. This is tough, but we'll get through it together." The next day, Olivia accompanied Linda to a meeting with Mr. Anderson. The lawyer, recognizing the importance of family support, welcomed Olivia into the discussion. "Ms. Harris, having your daughter's support can be invaluable during these proceedings. It shows the court that your decisions are grounded in the best interests of your family," Mr. Anderson advised, addressing both Linda and Olivia. Olivia, determined to stand by her mother, spoke up. "Mr. Anderson, my mom is doing this for us. She wants a life that's true to who she is. I support her decision, and I want the court to know that." Linda, proud of Olivia's maturity, nodded in agreement. "We're not trying to hurt anyone, but we need to make choices that align with our values and aspirations." As the legal battle continued, Linda and Olivia leaned on each other for emotional support. One evening, they sat on the porch, watching the sun dip below the horizon. "Mom, whatever happens, I want you to be happy. We'll make it through, and we'll have a chance at a life we truly deserve," Olivia reassured, her eyes reflecting a wisdom beyond her years. Linda, touched by her daughter's resilience, replied, "You're wise beyond your years, Olivia. We'll navigate through this storm, and on the other side, we'll find the peace and happiness we deserve." Their shared commitment to each other became a source of strength as they faced the uncertainties of the legal battle. The bond between Linda and Olivia served as a reminder that, despite the challenges, their love and determination would carry them through. Little did they know, their journey was far from over, but with Olivia's unwavering support, Linda felt more prepared to face whatever lay ahead. The legal battle intensified as Linda and Kirk found themselves entangled in a complex web of negotiations and court proceedings. The courtroom became a battlefield where emotions ran high, and the future hung in the balance. In a dimly lit courtroom, Linda sat beside her lawyer, Mr. Anderson, as Kirk's lawyer presented their case. Kirk, visibly agitated, eyed Linda with a mixture of frustration and resentment. "Linda, this is absurd. We built a life together, and now you want to take everything for yourself? It's not fair," Kirk exclaimed during a heated cross-examination. Mr. Anderson, standing to object, replied, "Your Honor, Miss Harris is entitled to her fair share of the inheritance. This divorce is about reclaiming her autonomy, not about taking everything." The judge, a stern figure presiding over the proceedings, intervened. "Let's keep the focus on the legal aspects, please." As the courtroom drama unfolded, Linda found herself caught between the desire for a fair resolution and the emotional turmoil of ending her marriage. Outside the courtroom, Olivia waited anxiously, providing moral support to her mother. After a particularly tense session, Linda and Olivia met with Mr. Anderson in his office. The lawyer, reviewing the day's events, offered guidance and reassurance. "Linda, divorces are never easy, especially when substantial assets are involved. but the law is on your side. We'll navigate through this, and I believe we can secure a fair settlement, Mr. Anderson assured. Olivia, eager to contribute to her mother's defense, spoke up, Mr. Anderson, my mom is doing this for the right reasons. She wants a life that's true to herself, and I support her decision. Mr. Anderson, appreciating Olivia's determination, nodded. Your support is crucial, Olivia. The court needs to see that Linda's decisions are grounded in the best interests of her family. As the legal battle continued, Linda and Olivia leaned on each other for strength. In a late-night conversation, Linda reassured her daughter, we're fighting for our future. Live. It may be tough now, but I believe it will be worth it in the end. The courtroom became a stage where the complexities of Linda's life were laid bare. Each session brought new challenges, but Linda's determination to break free and Olivia's steadfast support served as beacons of hope in the storm of legal complexities. Little did they know, the resolution of the legal battle would shape the course of their lives in ways they could only begin to fathom. As the legal battle reached its climax, Linda began to sense a glimmer of hope on the horizon. With the divorce proceedings underway, she and Olivia found solace in the prospect of a new beginning, a chance to rebuild their lives on their terms. One sunny afternoon, Linda and Olivia sat on the porch of their new home, sipping tea as they reflected on the tumultuous journey. Mom, it's been tough, but I'm proud of you. You stood up for what you believed in, and now we can finally breathe, Olivia said, her eyes reflecting admiration. Linda, gazing at her daughter with gratitude, replied, Sweetheart, it wasn't easy, but your support made all the difference. We're on the path to a life that feels authentic and true. The legal proceedings had concluded, and Linda emerged from the courtroom with a newfound sense of freedom. The divorce settlement, though challenging, granted her the autonomy she had longed for. In the quiet moments that followed, Linda contemplated returning to her passion, teaching. As she browsed through job listings, Olivia approached, curious about her mother's plans. Mom, you love teaching. Why don't you go back to it? We can start fresh here, and you can do what makes you happy, Olivia suggested, a hopeful smile playing on her lips. Linda, touched by Olivia's insight, responded, You're right. Live. Teaching has always been my passion. It's time to find peace and joy in the things that truly matter. With a renewed sense of purpose, Linda applied for a teaching position at a local high school. The prospect of returning to the classroom brought a mix of excitement and nerves. On the first day of her new job, Linda stood in front of a classroom filled with eager students. The familiar scent of chalk and the hum of youthful energy filled the air. Olivia, beaming with pride, watched from the doorway. One of the students, sensing Linda's nervousness, spoke up, Are you our new teacher? Don't worry. We're not that scary. Linda chuckled, grateful for the warm welcome. Yes, I am. My name is Mrs. Harris. Let's embark on this journey of learning together. As Linda found her stride in the classroom, she also discovered a sense of peace settling into her heart. The weight of the legal battle and the divorce began to lift, making room for the simple joys of everyday life. In the quiet evenings, Linda and Olivia would often sit on the porch, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Olivia, looking at her mother with admiration, said, This is our fresh start, Mom, and I'm so glad we're doing it together. Little did they know, the winding road that led to this newfound peace was a testament to their resilience and the unbreakable bond between mother and daughter. As Linda embraced her role as a teacher once again, she discovered that true contentment lay in the ordinary moments and the pursuit of a life filled with authenticity and joy. With the legal battles behind them and a sense of peace settling in, Linda and Olivia embraced the promise of new beginnings. The small town offered a canvas on which they could paint the life they had always dreamed of. Linda's return to teaching became a source of rejuvenation. She found joy in imparting knowledge, guiding young minds, and reconnecting with the passion that had been overshadowed by the tumultuous events of the past. One day, after a particularly engaging class, a student lingered behind to express gratitude. "Mrs. Harris, you make learning so much fun. We're lucky to have you as our teacher." Linda, touched by the sincerity of her student, smiled warmly. "Thank you. It's wonderful to be back, and you all make it a pleasure to teach." Meanwhile, Olivia navigated the challenges of a new school and community. Despite the initial uncertainties, she forged meaningful connections and discovered a sense of belonging. One evening, as mother and daughter shared a meal, Olivia reflected, "Mom, I never thought we'd find happiness like this. It's like we've been given a second chance." Linda, savoring the simplicity of the moment, replied, "Life has a way of surprising us. Live. We faced challenges, but they led us here, to a place where we can truly be ourselves." The small town's welcoming community played a crucial role in their fresh start. Linda and Olivia attended local events, made new friends, and gradually built a support system that felt like an extended family. During a town fair, Linda and Olivia explored booths and enjoyed the festivities. Olivia pointed to a fortune teller's tent, teasing, "Mom, want to see what the future holds for us?" Linda, chuckling, agreed, "Why not? Let's indulge in a bit of whimsy." Inside the tent, the fortune teller, adorned in vibrant scarves, studied Linda's palm. "You faced challenges, but your future is bright. Love, joy, and fulfillment await you." As they left the scent, Olivia grinned, "Well, that sounds promising, doesn't it?" Linda, appreciating the light-hearted moment, replied, "Indeed, it does. Our future is what we make of it, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us." In the tranquil nights that followed, Linda and Olivia often sat on the porch, gazing at the stars. Olivia, sipping hot cocoa, remarked, "This feels like home, Mom. I'm glad we found it together." Linda, enveloped in the warmth of the moment, whispered, "Me too. Live. Here's to new beginnings and the beautiful journey ahead." As the night embraced them, mother and daughter reveled in the simple joys of their newfound life, a life shaped by resilience, authenticity, and the enduring bond that had carried them through. Little did they know, each day held the promise of new discoveries, and the future was a canvas waiting to be painted with the colors of their shared dreams.